What's up, Auburn family? It's your girl, E-Rad, and I'm coming to you with the Plain Talking Podcast for plain talking people who love to talk plain Auburn football from a fan's point of view. And if you're a diehard Auburn fan like me, win or lose, and you're one of those type of fans that believes in Auburn and loves it, then this is the place to be. What's up and welcome, Auburn family. It's your girl here, E-Rad, and I'm coming to you today with the third episode of the Plain Truth Podcast for plain talking people who love to talk plain Auburn football, where we dive into Auburn football as fans, where Auburn pride runs deep, War Eagle, and that's the plain truth. Today, we want to talk about Game 2, Week 2, Auburn Tigers against the Cal Bears. We want to talk about player stats, their performances from last week, and how does Auburn stack up against the Cal Bears? How do we know? Know your players. What did they do? Let's get into it. Leading the Tigers, we've got Peyton Thorne under center. Auburn's offensive line will be crucial in maintaining a strong run game, with hopes of surpassing a solid 177 rushing yards. While Thorne will look to continue Auburn's offensive momentum with another impressive passing game, hoping to repeat or surpass the 451 yards through the air that we had last week. Running backs like Jarquez Hunter, Damari Alston, Jeremiah Cobb, and Sean Jackson will each need to step up to keep the pressure on California's defense. Wide receivers Malcolm Simmons and Keandre Lambert will look to stretch the field and make key catches, while Perry Thompson and Cam Coleman will be essential in crucial situations, moving the chains and keeping the offense on track. Now, let's compare Auburn's 2024 stats to California's and see how they stack up. Auburn's offense has been firing on all cylinders, with Peyton Thorne leading the charge and racking up a staggering 451 passing yards. Their run game has also been solid, aiming to surpass 177 rushing yards. On the other hand, California's quarterback Fernando Mendoza has had a more modest performance, completing 15 of 22 passes for 158 yards. Their run game features Jaden Ott, who has 14 carries for 49 yards, and Corey Dachis, who's 2 attempts for 17 yards. According to the announcers from last week, the California Bears' pass and run blocking needs a little work. Meanwhile, Auburn's defense was lights out. Despite some mistakes, the effort and drive were there to prevent the opposition from making significant gains. It's clear that Auburn's defensive unit is playing with intensity and determination, which should be exciting to see as they face off against Cal. As we dive into this matchup, it'll be interesting to watch how Auburn's high-powered offense and tenacious defense fare against California's more subdued performance from last week. There are 5 things that I want to see in Jordan-Hare this week. Let's get into it. Number 5, fly down the field. Offense, continue to shine. O-line, continue to block for your brother so that we can have that dynamic offense to fly down the field and score touchdowns in Jordan-Hare. Open those holes for running backs like Jarquez Hunter, Damari Alston, Jeremiah Cobb, and Sean Jackson. Let's get it, O-line. Let's get it, running backs. And wide receivers, let me see those hands. Catch for Auburn. Fly down the field and score touchdowns. That's what we need in Jordan-Hare. Touchdowns in Jordan-Hare. Fly down the field offense. Number 4, ever to conquer, never to yield. Defense. Continue to have that ever-conquering, never-yielding spirit that allowed you to hold your opponent last week to only 3 points. We know that it was a lesser opponent, but you dominated. So continue to fly around the field, create chaos, wreak havoc, and continue to play for your brother. Give Cal all you got, defense. Number 3, give them hell. Coaches, continue to call plays that elevate your players to success with no predictability. Give the Cal defense all you've got, coaches. Number 2, stand up and yell. Auburn fans, stand up, because they don't know who we be. Let's squeeze that fan juice on Cal and show them what everybody already knows, that Jordan-Hare continues and will forever be the hardest place to play in the country. Stand up and yell, Auburn fans. War Eagle.
Number 1, win for Auburn.
Number 1, win for Auburn. We've got one job. We have to protect our house. From the coaches to the players to the fans, we know it takes us all. Let's do this. War Eagle. And that's the plain truth.